Hello everybody, Jermaine Andre here, and as you can probably recall, you've seen my video on some knife defense, and I had Rebecca with me, and she was showing you guys how to use your book bag or briefcase or purse to deflect a knife attack if somebody's coming at you. Well, first of all, I gotta let you know that I'm not wearing these glasses so I can look like Mr. Super Cool, or so I can actually, keep the sun out of my eyes inside the building. But these are actually, it's a camera. So there's a camera on here, and I got Caitlin with me, and we're going to demonstrate, and I'm going to show you something that I spoke about on Jeff Anderson's podcast when he asked me of some drills that you could use to train with on how to stay away from a knife attack. Well, the first thing is, of course, I'm looking at you in the mirror. That's why you can see me talking to you. So that's how cool these glasses are. But the first thing is, when you, whenever you're going to do anything as far as fighting with or practicing to defend against a knife attack, safety is always first. And as you can see, Caitlin has goggles. They're going to protect her eyes. And sometimes you can use this when you're practicing lightly. Like if I want to, Caitlin now, if we're here, go ahead, face me. Yep, put the goggles on. And I'm practicing some stuff lightly with her. Let's say I want to practice, swinging at her head or something like that. Stabbing at her body, whatever it is I want to practice. Okay, that's okay to have something like this. But you still have to understand this is still hard. I can still hurt her if I jab her in the eye with this on accident, or even the throat. This could even crush somebody's throat. So this is still not a safe tool to practice with. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you something different to use. Plus, remember I also said, if you remember me on the Jeff Anderson's podcast, I said one of the most important things about a knife fight is you have to be willing to get cut. And that's the one thing that a lot of people don't think about. There's a lot of fancy martial art moves that people are willing to try with a fake knife, but there's no risk at hand. But when the real deal happens and it's a real blade, number one, you have to be willing to get cut in the right area. Don't get cut in the wrong area. It's going to be over for you, and that's going to help you to better defend yourself, while you're trying to cover the wrong area so you don't get cut in those wrong areas. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to change the options. Instead of me swinging that knife at Caitlin like I was doing, and you see she's got this oversized white t-shirt on, and what's happening, I got this marker. So what's going to happen, this is now my knife. Okay, so put your goggles on, please, Caitlin. There you go. And now you see she's got her goggles on. So now what's going to happen is when I come in with the knife, and I'm just going to be going at your body. I won't go at the face. Okay, now it's okay to drill on the face. If I want to drill, okay, I'm gonna throw 3 at your face, so go ahead and counter. And she's using movement, which is what I teach everybody. Movement is probably the most important thing you want to be able to use. All right, but now since I've got this and I'm really going to try to hit her with this, I don't want to go for her face. First, I don't want to draw on her face. That's not going to look very good. And then secondly, I don't want to take a chance of jabbing her in the eye, even though she has safety goggles on. So this is going to be just for the body, okay? But what's going to happen here, I'm going to try and go for her, okay? And right there you can see what she's using. She's using movement, all right? And then I'm going to start trying to stab at her, come a little closer. And you can see I got her, okay? So now, do you see her smiling? That's fun to her, right? But now, remember I said that, if you remember on the podcast, I said to Jeff Anderson, I said, Jeff, one of the most important things is when it comes to practicing, if you're really practicing for a real situation, there has to be a risk involved. So now, this is fun. We had a good time, but now there's going to be a risk involved. Now, if I touch you with this, I'm taking your allowance, and you owe me 300 push-ups. Okay, so now things just got serious, and she thinks I'm kidding. I'm not messing around. She's going to owe me 300 push-ups, and I'm taking her allowance. All right, so now when I'm going at her, it's making things more serious. Get out of that corner. You better run. All right. So you see, still. So this is a good way for you to practice, some knife fighting and knife defense, and see what works for real. But remember, put something at risk, even if it's exercise, or you want to throw money on the table. Here's a $50 bill, and if I get you with this, I get to keep the $50 bill. If I don't get you within 10 seconds, then the $50 bill is yours. But if you want more information on techniques you can use, go to attack-back.com, or go to JermaineAndre.com, and we'll help you out and hook you up. All right, thanks.